and welcome to day number 40 of our Travel Trader series. And today I want to show you something in a little different environment because we are talking about an indicator. This is now my screen, you can see, and the charting software. I opened the chart of AXP, which is short for American Express. So that's the stock on a daily basis, and you can see it's kind of going up and down. And I want to talk to you about something that we call ADX, or the Average Directional Index. You remember that we were talking a little bit before about trends, and we said, okay, now when we have higher highs, like here, higher highs, and we have lower lows, now we are in something that we call an upwards trend. However, this movement here obviously is not very strong. Therefore, we are not really interested in it. Here we have new lower low. So now we are already out of that trend, but here you can see, okay, we are starting to get into a new trend. So we have higher highs, and we have higher lows and another higher low, which is our definition of an upwards trend. Especially when you are in the beginning of your trading career, sometimes it's hard to spot because you gotta get used to it, and sometimes students struggle a little bit in the very beginning. So there's a tool to help you that basically tells you whether there is a trend or not, and that tool is the Average Directional Index. So here we are looking at the ADX 14, means we are looking at the last 14 days. And we have a threshold here, which is at 25, telling us that if you are below 25, so somewhere in this area here, this is what we would call no trend. So there's nothing really going on. So if you see these low numbers here, you can see, okay, price is kind of going sideways, so we're not interested. Here we actually start to go up. We start to go sideways in again, and here is where we really pick up the pace. Now we are above 25, and this means we have a trend. Now, whether the trend is upwards or downwards is not told by the ADX, it just tells us there is a trend. However, we can clearly see it's going up. So here we know, okay, we now have an upwards trend. That would be something where we could consider to trade in a trend following way. And this is exactly what the ADX tells you. So it only tells you whether there is a trend. You gotta see for yourself if it's going up or down. But I'm pretty sure that you can manage to see whether the prices are going up and down, and then you can realize whether there is a trend or a no trend phase. So here you can see, despite the prices going down, ADX tells you, okay, there's no trend. So from here we are in the no trend phase. So here you wouldn't try and trade it on trend following strategy. Let's move a little bit back in time here, and here we see several things. So first of all, we see, okay, here we obviously have another trend, so going up, and you can see nicely that it kind of goes up. And you can see something else. If you have a look at the ADX and you see these highs, and the next high of that is lower, and the next high of that is even lower. Now, for the moment, we ignore that we wouldn't even have a trend here. This already tells us that the so-called momentum, or the strength of the trend, is going down. So that means even if you would have had a trend here, if that would have been a downwards trend, we already know now that, okay, the movements are getting slower, so it's likely to turn, or it's at least interesting. And we have the exact difference here. So now we have beginning of a trend, Now it's getting higher and even higher and a little bit higher. So we now see that the momentum is going up, and as long as the momentum is going up and this trend is getting stronger, that's good for us, because if we follow that trend, we would have gone here from, let's say we started here. This, of course, this part here was because we went down here. But let's say we would have had strategy telling us to go in somewhere in that area here, and of course we do. But we would then know from here on, okay, now we are in an upwards trend, and that would have held us all the way up here, and we would have made some money going from, maybe started here, so that was 106, and we went up to, we would even have, could have gone until here. So we could have, unlikely that we exited on the whole top, but let's say we went up to here roughly, and that was 123. So that was a nice 20% movement, given that we started at 93 up to 123. That's 25% or so. So that's quite a nice movement. I personally don't really use the ADX, just because once you work with these charts, for you it's very easy to see, okay, upward trend, you can see and spot whether the momentum is going up or down. But when you're just beginning, you want to have, let's say, a second opinion. Is this really already a trend here, or is it just a little movement? Then you could use it and could have a look at it. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope this was helpful for you. Looking forward to introduce more of these indicators over the next few weeks. So every time when we have a weekend and we have our explanation, so to speak, then I will choose different indicators, will tell you what they are about, how they work, how you could use them, and we will build up our knowledge more and more. One last thing for ADX that I should mention is above 25. I just realized in the window that you can't see my nice drawings. That's a pity. So above 25, let's see if I can figure that out for the next video. But above 25, that's what it says here on with my screenwriting tool that you unfortunately can't see. That means we are in a trend, and if you are above 50, it even means we are in a very strong trend, and if you are above 75, it would be an extremely strong trend. However, that's rather rare. So above 25 is fine. I usually, when I used it back in the day, so to speak, I would look out for ADX of above 30 and combine it with other indicators to get some entry point. So that's it for the ADX. Tells you about the trend, if there is a trend or if there's no trend, and it tells you about the momentum, whether it is increasing or declining. And as I said before, over the next few weeks, I want to show you some more of these and build the knowledge up so you get better and better at it and can make money in the stock market as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you would have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. And otherwise, we see again tomorrow with next market updates on Monday morning. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great evening and goodbye.